Hello children, how are you? I hope you are doing well. My name is Mahesh Boinapalli, School Assistant Mathematics at JPHS Sundaraya Nagar, Warangal Mandal. In this video, you learn about properties of integers. Now get into video. In our previous video lesson, you learned about integers and 4 basic operations with integers: additions, subtractions, multiplications and divisions with integers. With the use of these 4 basic operations, we learn properties of integers in this video lesson. First, observe carefully. -4 plus of -7. So here addition of two negative integers gives negative integer and the result is -11. -4 minus of -7. So subtracting both negative integers, here the result is 3 because minus multiply minus. So product of two negative integers gives positive integer. So 7 become +7. -4 plus 7 is 3. Now -4 into -7. Product of two negative integers gives the result as a positive integer. Minus into minus plus. 4 7 ja 28. -4 divided by -7. That means minus upon -7. Here both negative signs get cancelled. So answer is 4 upon 7. So these 4 basic operations we learned in our previous class. So with the use of these 4 basic operations, we learn properties of integers. So the first property is closure property. So closure property under addition. So now look at the table, complete the table. First column is statement and the second column is conclusion. So first question, 6 plus 3, the result is 9. In this statement, 6 and 3 on the left side are integers. On the right side, the result also an integer. So when we add two integers, the result are also an integer. So the sum is an integer is the conclusion. Now -10 plus 2 equals -8. So the sum is an integer. -3 plus 0 gives the result -3. The sum is an integer. -5 plus 6 is equal to, the result is 1. So the sum is also an integer. -2 plus of -3 is equal to -5. So the sum is an integer. 7 plus of -6 is equal to 1. So the sum is an integer. Can you tell an example of a pair of integers whose sum is not an integer? So you cannot tell such pair. You will not able to find such a pair. That means integers are closed under addition. In general, for any two integers a and b, a plus b is also an integer. So now move on to closure property under subtraction. 15 minus 6. So here we have to subtract two integers. The result is also an integer. 15 minus 6 is equal to 9. Minus 5 minus 7 is equal to minus 12. Minus 4 of minus 6. Minus 4 minus of minus 6 is equal to 2. In these examples, when we subtract two integers, the result also an integer. So we can say that integers are closed under subtraction. So we can conclude that for any two integers a and b, a minus b also an integer. So now closure property under multiplication. Look at these examples. Minus 15 into 2 is equal to, the product of these two integers, minus 30. 6 into 3 is equal to 18. Minus 11 into minus 8 is equal to plus 88. So here the product of the two integers also an integer. So we can conclude that integers follow closure property of multiplication. In general, if a and b, so here a and b are two integers, then a multiply b, a into b is also an integer. So now closure property under division. Minus 6 divides 2. Here minus 6 upon 2. 2 1 ja, 2 3 ja. So that means the result is minus 3. So here when we divide two integers, result is also an integer. Now take another example. 4 divided by minus 8. 4 divided by minus 8. 4 upon minus 8 is equal to 4 1 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. So that means 1 by minus 2. So here the result is not an integer. In first example, when we divide two integers, result is an integer. But in second, when we divide two integers, the result is not an integer. That means integers are not closed under divisions. So integers follow closure property under addition, subtraction and multiplication, but not follow closure property under division. So now move on to next property, that is commutative property under addition. So here the process is addition. That means here we have to add two numbers, then we have to change the order of that integers. 6 plus of minus 5 gives the result 1. When we change the order, minus 5 plus 6 is equal to 1. So when we change the order, the result is not changed. So therefore we have to write 6 plus of minus 5 is equal to minus 5 plus 6. Now take another example. Minus 7 plus 4 is equal to minus 3. 4 plus minus 7 is equal to minus 3. So here also the result is same. So we can write minus 7 plus 4 is equal to 4 plus minus 7. Take some more examples. You can find that the result is same when we change the order. So we conclude that addition is commutative for integers. In general, for any two integers a and b, a plus b is equal to b plus a. Now commutative property under subtraction. Here 5 minus of minus 4 is equal to 9. Minus 4 minus 5. Changing the order, the result is minus 9. That means here the result is not same. Take another example. Minus 8 minus 5 is equal to minus 13. Minus 5 minus of minus 8 is equal to 3. So here also when we change the order of that integers, we get the different results. That means these both are not equal. Minus 8 minus 5 is not equal to minus 5 minus of minus 8. So we can conclude that subtraction is not commutative for integers. In general, for any two integers a and b, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Now, commutative property under multiplication. 5 into minus 2 is equal to, by changing the order, minus 2 into 5 is equal to, result is same. So, we can write 5 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2 into 5. Take another example. Minus 8 into minus 5 is equal to 40. Minus 5 into minus 8 is equal to 40. So, minus 8 into minus 5 is equal to minus 5 into minus 8. So, by these two examples, we can conclude that multiplication of integers follow the commutative property. You have to do some more examples of your own. Now, we can conclude that in general, for any two integers a and b, a into b is equal to b into a. Now, commutative property under division. Minus 9 divides 3 is equal to minus 9 upon 3. So, here 3 is a 9. So, the result is minus 3. Now, changing the order, 3 divided by minus 9. 3 upon minus 9. So, here the result is 1 by minus 3. So, here when we change the order in the division, the result is not same. So, therefore, we can write as minus 9 divided by 3 does not equal to 3 divided by minus 9. So, here integers are not commutative under division. So, only integers are commutative under addition and multiplication, but not commutative under subtraction and division. Now, third property, that is associative property. Associative property under addition. So, here take three integers. So, for example, 4, minus 5, 6 are three integers. When we add these three integers, 4 plus of minus 5 is equal to minus 1 plus 6 is equal to result 5. Now, changing the order of addition, that means first we have to add last two integers. That means minus 5 plus 6 gives the result 1. Then adding 4, the final result is 5. So, the final result is not changed here. That means the final result is same. So, we can write 4 plus minus 5 plus 6 is equal to 4 plus minus 5 plus 6. So, taking another example, the result is same as minus 6. So, we can conclude that integers follow the associative property under addition. You can take two more examples and check the results. Both results are same. So, what we can say? In general, for any three integers a, comma b and c, a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Associative property under subtraction. So, here taking three integers as 5, minus 4, 7, by subtracting these 3, 9, minus 7 is equal to 2. But when we change the order of subtraction, 5 minus of minus 4 minus 7, these two gives Minus 4 minus 7 gives minus 11. 4 minus of minus 11 is equal to 16. So the result is not same. So what we can say here? Subtraction is not associative for integers. In general, for any three integers a, b and c, a minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b minus c. Now associative property under multiplication. So here take an example. So here three integers are 3, minus 7, 2. The product of these three integers gives us the result minus 42. Now change the order of the product. That means 3 into minus 7 into 2. So here first we have to product minus 7, 2. Minus 7 into 2 is equal to minus 14. But minus 14 into 3 gives the result say minus 42. That means these two examples are equal. Now what we can conclude? Multiplication of integers is associative. In general, for any integers a, b and c, a into b into c is equal to a into b into c. So what we conclude that here? So integers follow associative property under addition and multiplication, but not subtraction and but not in division. So move on to another property, that is distributive property. We have to distribute the numbers here. 2 into minus 5 plus 3 is equal to 2 into minus 5 plus 2 into 3. 2 into minus 2 is equal to minus 10 plus 6. That means minus 4 is equal to minus 4. The equation balanced here. That means the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Multiplication distributes over addition of integers. In general, for any integers a, b and c, a into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c. So now move on to another property, that is additive identity. So observe carefully. Minus 2 plus 0 gives the result minus 2. That means when we add an integer to 0 gives the same integer. Minus 6 plus 0 gives the result minus 6. 211 plus 0 is equal to 211. 0 plus of minus 8 is equal to minus 8. That means adding an integer with 0 does not change the integer. Thus, 0 is the additive identity for integers. In general, for any integer a. So here an integer is a. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a. Now other property, that is additive inverse. So 3 plus of minus 3 is equal to 0. Minus 8 of plus 8 is equal to 0. 9 plus minus 9 is equal to 0. So when we observe carefully this example, for any integer a, there exists an integer minus a such that a plus of minus a is equal to 0. Both the integers are called additive inverse for each other. The additive inverse of 3 is minus 3. The additive inverse of minus 3 is 3. Only change in the sign, no change in the value. Now another property, that is multiplicative identity. we learned additive identity. Additive identity is 0. So here multiplicative identity is 1. 2 into 1. So when we multiply any integer by 1, there is no change in the value of such integer. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. Minus 6 into 1 is equal to minus 6. 210 into 1 is equal to 210. 1 into minus 7 is equal to minus 7. Multiplying an integer by 1 does not change the integer. Thus, 1 is called the multiplicative identity. So, in general, for any integer a into 1 is equal to 1 into a is equal to a. So, the next property is multiplication by 0. So, here 3 into 0 is equal to 0. Minus 80 into 0 is equal to 0. 0 into minus 25 is equal to 0. That means the product of an integer and 0 is always 0. So next property is division by 0. So minus 9 divided by 0 gives the result. There is no result. That means infinity. We cannot define the division here. 27 divided by 0 also no result. Minus 758 division 0 is equal to no result. Any integer divided by 0 is meaningless. But 0 divided by any integer is equal to 0. 0 divided by minus 27 is equal to 0. 0 divided by minus 2 equal to 0. 0 divided by a non-zero integer is equal to 0. For any integer a divided by 0 is not defined, but 0 divided by a is equal to 0. For a is not equal to 0. Now, the last property, division by 1. So, when we divide any integer by 1, the result is same as integer. Minus 76 divided by 1 is equal to minus 76. 21 divided by 1 is equal to 21. Minus 13 divided by 1 is equal to minus 13. An integer divided by 1 gives the same integer as quotient. So what we can say? In general, for any integer a divided by 1 is equal to a. So we learned so many properties of integers. So once again remember all those things. I hope you understand the properties very well. Now try out exercise 5, page number 19, exercise 6, that is in page number 22, exercise 7 in page number 23 of your textbook. So do the exercise. You can understand the properties very well. So I can say all the best. I hope you understood the concepts very well. Do exercise and complete the chapter integers. That is chapter number 1.